Peace, 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 peace. I hope everyone can hear me. I am Queen B. This is Numeralytics, and this is going to be a special episode of Numbers Matter. I wanted to come on and bless the family with talking about a few things. So I want to talk about the spring equinox. We had our spring equinox yesterday, so that cleared a lot of energy out. And we also are still in that cusp period. So I want to talk a little bit about that because a lot of people have been coming up to me and really talking about, oh, I thought this year was supposed to be so much better than last year and all of this kind of stuff. And it is. But what I want everybody to remember is that March, so when we talk about this energy, right? There's always a transference of energy, right? So what we have to think about is when we switch zodiac signs, we have what they call a cusp period, right? So when you're switching zodiac signs, there's a cusp period from about, I want to say around the 19th up through the 22nd. So those dates are the cusp period. So people born between those dates, depending on the year they were born, they could be either the sign that was previously there or the sign that's coming in. So that's the cusp period. And the cusp period usually lasts around 7 days. Let me just 1 second. Let me make sure people can hear me. Let's do this. I want to make sure I can be heard because we got a lot to get into. So let me see. I want to make sure I can. Oh, good. I can be heard. I'm being heard. Thank you so much. So I want to thank everybody if you're joining us today. Of course, again, I'll start over. I am Queen B, and we're here to really discuss uh March and the spring equinox. We're here to discuss the cosmic calendar that I'm offering. We have our first cosmic calendar class coming tomorrow. So we do have a few people that signed up for the class. And if you still want to sign up for the class, we still have room. And I want to really tell you guys that signing up for this class is going to be one of the best things that you did. Um, because we're really going to get into it. I'm really going to be teaching people how to get in tune with their energy, how to be in alignment with their energy. And we all have our own energy, and we're going to discuss some of that today. I have a lot in store, and I only really have an hour. So I want to really make sure that we get started. And what I do want to say is we are going to be talking about numerology aspects today. And I am going to be doing live readings. So if you guys want to get a reading done, live today. You can drop your birthday in the chat. Drop your name and your date of birth in the chat. Okay. And we can do your aspects. And what I'm going to be doing is because with numerology aspects, there's 6 different aspects. Okay. And these are the 6 core aspects. And then there's actually another 4 more that are kind of advanced. So we won't talk about that today. But what I want you to do is drop your name and your date of birth in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get your aspects read for you. Let me just pull up my Instagram. I want to welcome all the people who are on Instagram live. I've never gone live on this Instagram channel before. So if you're here, drop your date of birth in the Instagram live chat, and we will get your aspects read. Okay, hold on. All right, because my computer's freezing up a little bit. So before we get started, I want to make sure that you guys know where you can get all this information at. You can go over to numeralytics.net. I'm going to share the screen if the screen lets me share it. because this is where you can go, where I have a free cosmic calendar where you can look at the daily universal energy for the day for free. And then I also have a free aspect up there. So you get one of your aspects for free. It's going to be your birth number and your life path. So you can get that free on my website if you just go to my website right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the website in the chat. Let me get the link for you guys. And if you want to get your whammy Numeralytics Aspects, Numerology Aspects read, I want you to drop your name and your date of birth in the chat. So let me drop this in the chat. Hopefully this, I don't know if this goes to the Instagram chat because I never did a live here. Hi, Gail. Thank you for joining, Queen. So again, we're going to be talking about numerology aspects. We're going to be talking about the equinox, and we're going to be talking about the cosmic calendar. So let me share the screen. That's what I was doing because I want to get everyone on a cosmic calendar. And I haven't done a live in a while. And I love doing the lives because I love interacting with you guys and getting your feedback. So share this video. If you're here with me, share the video with someone. I also want to mention we do have our Astro Numeric Codex birthday cards available on the website as well. So of course we are in Aries season. Okay. So this is the Aries card. I have an Aries 1 here. But whatever your frequency is, you're going to get the 1 through 9 or the master number 11 or the master number 22. But this is the Aries card. It's a beautiful card for Aries season. Okay. So if you have any Aries in your life and you want to get them a card, head over to the website. Okay. So that's Aries. And I'm also going to show Taurus here since we are in the season. So just get prepared. You have some Taurus birthdays coming up. Okay. You can get the Taurus card on the website. Okay. And then we'll just show one more. We got our Gemini cards. Okay. So again, if you want to get a birthday card, it's an excellent gift. You can give that birthday card as a gift, and it's something that those people will always remember. That's a card that people will keep. They'll put it like on the refrigerator, they'll keep it because it's a beautiful card and it discusses their energy. It talks about their energy. And of course, that's what we do here at Numeralytics. We discuss energy. We get you in alignment with your energy. So that's what we're here to do today. So hopefully we can get some people on. If not, that's fine. What I'm going to do is share the screen real quick. If you're in the audience and you're just joining us, if you want your numerology aspect read, you can drop your name and your date of birth in chat. Okay. For you, let's share the entire screen. All right. All right. So first we're going to talk about the cosmic calendar a little bit because that's what we're really here for. So when you go to my website, numeralytics.net, I put the link in the chat. There's going to be a lot of things that you can look at. So if you just go to Cosmic Calendar Preview, this is where you can come every day, family. If you want to get in tune just with the universe, come to my website every day so you can check what the universal day is. It will also give you guidance on who that day favors and what you can be doing that day to have a good day. So this is going to give you the energy, and then you just have to scroll down to the cosmic calendar and you pop the date in. So we're going to put today's date in, and I'm going to read today's what today's energy is. All right. So hopefully you guys can see this. Let me make it big. All right. So, of course, we know we're in a one universal year. We're still in that 4 universal month for March. And today is a 7 universal day. So, when we look at that, that's going to let us know that the year calls for new beginnings and planting seeds. The month calls for work, order, routines, and get your schedule corrected, building your foundation. And today is a 7 universal day that causes for reflection, that causes for wisdom, inner mastery, it wants you to have a sacred pause so you can get whatever messages that you're trying to get, okay? Because oftentimes we're very busy and we don't have time to really listen to our spirit. And that's what a 7 universal day is about. It's about listening to your spirit. It's about sitting in silence, going out in nature, going by water. So the focus is to reflect and then perfect and meditate, then wait. That's what we do on a 7 universal day. You want to study and audit your results, refine your methods, and protect your energy. We always want to be protecting our energy, of course. You don't want to chase anything on a 7 day. You want to attract it because 7 is the number of the law of attraction. So you want to attract, you want to meditate, you want to sit in silence, you want to wait. And today, the resonant energy is going to be high for those who are a Cancer or a Pisces, or if you were born on the 2nd, the 7th, the 11th, the 16th, the 20th, the 25th, or the 29th of any month, or if you are a life path number 2 or 7, or if your name or your what we call your expression adds up to a number 2 or a number 7. Okay. So let me stop sharing for a minute. Give me 1 second. And bear with me, family, because my computer does have some issues sometimes. I can see I don't think I'm on a screen, and I'm hoping this is going well. So really what I want to talk about now, and hopefully you can still hear me. And if you're in here, just let me know in the comments if you can hear me, because I don't know what's going on with the computer. Um, I don't know why my there I go. There I am. All right, I'm back, guys. I don't know what's going on with this wonky computer. We know Mercury just stationed retrograde yesterday in Pisces, so we're still in the shadow period. So the computer could be going through its little snafus. That's neither here nor there. So I wanted to share that cosmic calendar. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know, because this is where you guys can go every day if you're not sure about what the day calls for. You can come to the free cosmic calendar to get what the free universal energy is of the day. Okay. And this is going to be helpful, especially to people who are new to numerology. Okay. It's going to really be helpful for you. So now what I want to do, I'm going to shift off of the calendar for a moment. I'm going to be a little bit all over the place, but I really am here to do live readings today. So if you want to drop your birthday in the chat, please feel free to drop your name and your birthday in there. And this is what we're going to be looking at, the different aspects. So really what we're going to do, I'm only going to give you one of your aspects. So you can pick which one you want. There are 6, okay? So you can pick, either are you able to do what you wanna do, which is your aspect that I call the all, okay? Are you able to do what you wanna do? That means, does what you wanna do, your soul urge, does it align with what your abilities are? Okay? Your expression is there, those are your abilities, those are your skills and abilities. All right, so that's one of the ones that we can do today. Or you can do your am aspect. Are you able to do what you must do? So that's what your abilities are versus what your lessons are, what you're here to learn, what your life path is. Okay. And then we have um, are you do you want to do what you must do? So does your soul urge align with your life path mission? Okay, because these may not match. And when these don't match, you have friction in your life. There's setbacks. There might be things that you don't know why they're happening. And it may be because of the energy pattern that you're in, or the aspect that you hold between what your soul wants to do and what your life is calling you to do. And I will just tell you that even just for myself, it was very eye opening for me. I created the numerology aspects whammy, but when I put my information and I looked at my information, it's not that I didn't know that I had some conflicting information, but it's one thing to know it, but it's another thing to see it in front of you on paper and be able to conceptualize it and comprehend it that way, and to be able to read it and say, you know what, I do have conflict there. And then it provides you with guidance on what to do and how to kind of navigate that. So that's what the numerology aspects are. They're just like similar to the astrological aspects, but for numerology aspects, we have it a little bit different where we answer these questions. Are you able to do what you want to do? Are you able to do what you must do? Do you want to do what you must do? Does your individuality align with what you want to do? Does it align with what you must do? Does it what you're able to do? Okay, so these are the numerology aspects. So I want you guys to make sure that you put your information in a chat so you can get a live reading today for that. And then with the aspects, they can either come out to be conflicting, neutral, complementary, or harmonic. Okay, so each one means a different thing. And today, for today's reading, it'll be kind of short and sweet. But if you want a full reading, obviously you can visit numeralytics.net and book a session there, and you would get a full reading and a full understanding of the numbers themselves and everything behind them. So this is what we're doing today. Now, why we're waiting for people to join in and put their names and their dates of birth in the chat if they want to get a reading. What I'm going to do is I want to talk to you guys a little bit about where we are. The universal month. Okay, so we know this month is about work. It's about foundation. It's about setting your routine. It's about taking care of business and getting down to the details of things and really making corrections where you need to make corrections and fine tuning what you're doing. Okay, so this is a month universally that's what that energy is calling for. But we all know that it's more than just what the universal month is, because we know we're multidimensional beings. So it's more than just what's the universal month. So another aspect to looking at the monthly energy is to look at what period of the zodiacal year are we in. Okay, because these periods are what kind of determines, is this a good month for me or is this a not so good month for me? Okay, so again, each month has two zodiacal periods. So really, we just split it up. We've already completed the first zodiacal period of the month with the Pisces season. That was the negative period of the three, which then transforms into the positive period of the nine, which just started yesterday when the spring equinox started. So we started Aries season. We started the positive period of the nine, which is an initiative energy. It's leadership energy. It's drive. It's will. It's passion. So you might have felt yesterday. I know for me, I did, because what was so strange too about yesterday being the equinox, which the spring equinox is when there's equal day night. It's when the northern hemisphere is going into their spring season, and then the southern hemisphere is going into their autumn season. And then, the planet is right. The planet's and it's half day and half night. So, so this is interesting because it goes really along with the with this cusp energy. Okay, because March is really cusp month, and it's a cusp month for more than one reason. So let's get into the reasons why March is a cusp month. So the first why it's cusp month is because of what we just talked about. It ends off the astrological year, the zodiacal year, and then it begins the zodiacal new year, right? So that's one transformation from that water from the Pisces season, transforming to that fire to the Aries season. Okay. So that's one way that we can look at it. The second thing that I want to remind everybody about, like I said, we have cusp energy. So usually cusp energy, when we're talking about from sign to sign, lasts about 7 days. Okay. But there's about a 4 day period where you could really be on either side of that sign. And if you're born between the 19th and the 22nd, you're very special because you have attributes of both signs that you are bordering. Okay. So we call that a cusp. So that cusp is no different than when we switch over from one universal year to the next universal year. Okay. So that's what we're dealing with right now. March is the last month in the cusp from the universal year switchover. So last year in 2025, it was a 9 universal year. And then I know everyone got up here and said how the one universal year was going to be so great. It's a new beginning, it's a fresh start, it's a time to plant seeds. It's a time to put yourself out there, believe in yourself, and get promotions and get raises and open your business. And it is a time for that. However, we have a cusp, guys, and that's why some people, or a lot of people, I'll say, because a lot of people have been like, Sam, Queen, I thought you said, when 2026 came, everything was going to get better. And I did, and a lot of us did, and it will, and it is. You can feel the energy lifting now because for the first 3 months, from January, February, and March, that's all the cusp from the universal year switchover. So for those first 3 months of 2026, we're still feeling 2025 non-universal year energy. It's like still there. It's teetering. Okay. So that's why like sometimes, the beginning of the year can feel rough. It can feel like you still have last year's energy on you, which we all do. So what I'm here to say is now that we've hit the equinox, we have officially kind of crossed that road where now the sun's on the rise, right? It's on the rise, it's on its climb. And we're coming out of that cusp energy, that 3 month cusp energy. So when you're switching over universal years, you got that 3 month cusp. Just like at the end of the year, when we get to September, and all of us will get up here and say, hey guys, we're in, when we get to the end of September and going into October, those last 3 months, October, November, December, those are cusp months. Okay. Those are months where the old energy is like kind of teetering and you're getting glimpses of the new energy that's coming in. So it's no different. So at the end of the year, from October to December, we felt some of that one universal energy coming in. And now from January to March, we're still feeling some of that 9 universal energy, guys. That's why we're still dealing with a lot of loss. We're still dealing with fires. We're still dealing with all types of crazy things with pews and all of this different stuff coming out and transformations happening because March is such a transformative month. And again, it's because of those two reasons, because it's the bridge of the ending of the zodiacal season, and it's the bridge from clearing out the energy from the last universal year. Rough, it can be a rough month. I know March is pretty rough for me, so it just really depends. So that's why you kind of still feel some of that energy happening from last year. So I just wanted to make sure everyone's aware of that because we need to be aware of our atmosphere. We need to be aware of the energy that's going on because that energy affects us. We're all connected. Everything is one. So that energy affects us. So we have to honor it. You have to acknowledge it and acknowledge the energy. Okay. You got to get the knowledge, do the knowledge on the energy. And when you do the knowledge, that means that you look, you listen, you observe, and you respect everything that you encounter. That's how you do the knowledge on something. Okay. So let's see what's going on in the chat. So we have some people. So you wanted to, hi guys, everybody in the chat. So we're going to do some aspects. So let me pull the aspects. I'm going to pull them on the screen so everybody can see. And so let me see, Dallas, Texas. Hi, Dallas, Texas. Peace. Thank you so much for being here. Mac, I think, do I know you? I don't know if I do, but if I don't or I do, I do know you because we're all family, right? So let's see. You want to do you just want, is your name Joe? I just want to make sure. I don't want to put the wrong thing in. So if your name is Joe and you just want to use that name, it's not going to give you a full aspect. So what you can use is the name that you go by. So like your first and last name. Or you can just do a first name if you want. So it's up to you, but let me pull the aspects up. So which aspect, and then I also, guys, when you put your name and date of birth in, I want you to tell me which aspect do you want. Let me read them again. Okay. So do you want to know, are you able to do what you must do? Do you have the ability? Does your name provide you with the tools that align with your soul's urge, with what you want to do, what you truly want? Soul urge you truly want is what your heart desires beneath this exterior, beneath anything that you do when you meet people for the first time. That's not your soul urge. That's your personality. Your soul urge is what's in your heart. It's who you are when you go to bed at night and what your inner thoughts are and what your inner wants are. So are you able to do what you want to do? Are you able to do what you must do? You must your life path. That's your lessons that you came here to learn. That's your soul's purpose. That is your purpose on the planet Earth. Okay. So are you able to do what you must do? Okay. Do you want to do what you must do? Does your individuality align with those three things? So let me know which one you want. I'm going to get ready to pop your information in here. And please bear with me because my computer is super slow. I have no memory left on it. So I'm doing this live on a whim, right? Like I'm really like on a hope and a prayer that the computer just don't shut down and freeze. Um, so I know I'm freezing up a little bit, but just bear with me because I am here. Um, and I'm going to get the calendar ready. Now, what I also want to say, family, is what we can also do. We can also do relationship aspects. So if you want to know about your significant other, you can pop that in as well. Okay. Jonathan McGee, you can choose aspects. Absolutely. Well, so let me clarify. You have all of the aspects. All the aspects, everyone has every aspect. But for this show, we're only going to be like doing one because I can't do all your aspects and we're on a live and we want to get everybody to get one. So what I'll do, let me pop you in about you a little bit, okay? Like, of course. So let me get your information in here. And then let me pop and then also, let me see where you are, Jonathan. When did you put your date of birth? So you're a Virgo. Okay. So you're a Virgo 6. All right, Jonathan. You are an earth sign with an earth number. That tells me that you are very stable in study, very focused and pragmatic. With that 6, you're very magnetic. You're a family guy. You probably love home, family, community. Um, so let me pop you in and let me see what your first I'm going to give you this. And actually, what I also want to tell you guys is on the website, you can get the free universal energy. All right. But if you want your personal information and you can get your own personal whammy by signing up on the website, it's $5 a month. And let me tell you what that comes with, because it doesn't just come with getting access to the full aspects calendar. Um, not calendar, calculator. So you get access to the full calendar, which will give you the universal energy plus your personal energy. And then you'll get access to the whammy, which that's what I call my numerology aspects. I call them whammy because they're your wants, your abilities, your must, and your individuality. So that spells out whammy, and I'm a acronym junkie. So let me put your birthday in. And this way, I want to just give you everything that you have. So you are a personal energy factor number 6. That means you are in a 7 personal year. So this year is going to be a little bit of a little quiet down for you. You just came out of a year where you made a lot of adjustments, maybe, and you were dealing with a lot of family and home things. And that might have been a significant year for you last year, also, because you're a number 6 person and you were in a 6 personal year. But now you're in a 7 personal year, which means things are going to slow down for you and it's going to be kind of a quiet time for you. You should be reflecting this year. All right. And you should be really meditating and taking a sabbatical, if you will, and really focusing on what you want and cutting out any outside noise. Actually, this year, outside noise will probably bother you because usually in a 7 cycle, you want peace and quiet. And in a 7 cycle, you're digging for your spiritual purpose, either whether it's spiritual, religious, A lot of people end up going back to church in the 7 personal year, or you start looking for your meaning in life. You want to know what does life hold for you this year. So these are going to be the themes that you're going to be dealing with this year. I want you to keep a positive outlook this year because 7 is the number of the law of attraction. So if you're having negative thoughts, you're going to be attracting negative things to you this year, sir. So I want to make sure that you are aware of that. And also, I want to give you your key numbers. So your key numbers are your Virgo 6. So your key numbers are going to be the 6, um, Virgo 6. Your key numbers are the 6, 5, and 9. Okay. Your best days are always going to be a Friday, a Wednesday, and a Tuesday. Okay. In that order. All right. So make sure you're making all your important plans and all that on that day. And let me just get down here. Let me share the screen back up here. So here we go. So we have this is the full calendar. So when you get to the full calendar, it gives you everything that you need to know. So you can put the date in here and you put your birthday here. It tells you your personal energy factor. So that lets you know where you are in the universe. And this will give you your whole upcycle. So, Jonathan, for you, like I said, you're in a 7 year, you're in a one personal month. So even though you're in a 7 year in a one personal month, this is a month for you to really try to start something new, a new routine, do something different where your career maybe travel somewhere new, or do something new. And today you're actually having a master number 22 day. So it's interesting that you're coming up here today to get your numerology aspects because you are in that 7 year. So that makes sense that you're looking for some spiritual insight. And then on that 22 day, that's a day that you're looking, for mastery. You're looking to be a master builder and you want to leave, you want to put the work in, but you also want to make sure that you're looking at your legacy. And today you're going to be attracting Aquarius or Leo, which I'm a Leo. So you've been attracted to me today. You were attracted to come to this live today because I'm a Leo and I'm going to be up here giving you spiritual guidance. So this is how numerology works. This is how we get into it. So I know I'm saying a lot, and hopefully, guys, you are still following me. There you go. There you go, Joe Anthony. So those are your numbers. So let's get your whammy in here. So when you guys sign up for the calculator, which is only $5 a month, you get access to all of this that I'm showing on the screen, the full whammy. So I'm gonna pop you and we're gonna do your name in Chaldean because I don't have your full name. Okay. So let me see. Joe Anthony. Let me see. Jonathan McGee. Okay. Jonathan, did you spell your name right? Is it is it J I'm going to spell it word a regular Jonathan. I think you might have did a misspell. All right. And let's put your date of birth in so we can get your aspects. So I'm going to give you your aspects. I'm going to give you most of them. Let me get your date of birth. Where is it? 1970. All right. Let's generate your whammy. So this is your whammy right here. So before I get into it, your soul urge from your name, Jonathan McGee, is a 7. So listen, I can't make this up if I wanted to. You're in a 7 personal year. Your soul urge is a 7. Okay. Your expression is a 1. You're in a 1 personal month. Okay. Your life path is a 5. That means you're adventurous and you like to travel and you like new things. You don't like to be bogged down. You don't want anybody clocking your time, clocking where you are, clocking what you're doing. And your individual frequency is a 6, which makes you very magnetic, and very, 6 is the number of the cosmic guardian. So 6 is the number of home, family, responsibility, duty. Often sixes can be perfectionists, and with you being a Virgo, you might have some of that perfectionist energy in you. So just know that no one's perfect, and we're all imperfectly perfect. Okay. He said it's one word. What's one word? What's one word? I wish I could. You know what? I should bring you guys on a screen. If somebody's interested to come up here with me to get their reading, let me know. and I'll put the link in the screen and you can get up here with me. So let's look at your whammy. So I'm going to give you your whammy. All right. So your wants make you an analytical seeker. Your abilities are you're an original trailblazer. Your must is that you're a communicative messenger. And your individual frequency tells me that you are a magnetic harmonizer. Okay. So what does that mean for your whammy? And I'm not going to read the strengths yet. So I want to just read. I'm going to give you your aspects. So your first aspect is, do your wants align with your ability? So does what your soul wants align with what you're able to do? That's neutral for you. It's very neutral. But it's transformational. Okay. It requires a little balance. It's a dynamic transformation. All right. So you have to balance out being being withdrawn with being you want to lead boldly, you don't want to be withdrawn, you don't want to doubt or deceit or use deceit when you're out in the world. Okay. So you want to trust your intuition and you want to share your knowledge and your wisdom wisely. Okay. So that's what a seven does. They share their knowledge, they gather knowledge and they gather wisdom so they can share it wisely. So now what I want to do, I want to look at your individual frequency. That individual frequency is a 6, and that is in complete alignment with what you wanna do. It's complementary, it's stable nourishment, like I said. It is favorable for growth, it's harmonizing energy. So you have the tools to do, your individuality aligns with what you wanna do, and also for what you must do and what your abilities are, it's neutral. So you have all the tools you need, it's just, you know, what effort are you putting in to make that go forward? And with you having that Virgo 6 energy, that double earth, sometimes that can be you can be stuck. Sometimes you can get yourself stuck with that energy, okay? So you want to make sure that you keeping your mind open, you're keeping your heart open, and you cannot expect perfection out of everybody, okay? All right. So I hope that was helpful. I think I should be doing this in a little bit of a different way, but right now, this is what we're going with. So maybe what I'll do, maybe I will um, do just maybe I'll pick the aspect for people because people may not, because numerology aspects, guys, it's pretty new, because it's something that I really came up with and that I'm working with, and I'm really develop it. So a lot of people don't understand these concepts because not concepts that people are talking about before, in the nature that I'm talking about them. So I want to still keep it simple for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you your reading based off your birthday. I'll give you your key numbers. And then what we'll do is we'll choose one aspect and I'll choose the aspect. Okay. So we're going to do your individual frequency with what your life path is. Okay. So for all that, the only thing I need really, I'd like to have your name too, but I really just need your date of birth. Okay. And you can put your name, pop your name in there too, and I'll pop the whole thing in there. But what we'll do is we'll just read that. So for you, Jonathan, your overall numerology aspects is a neutral score. Okay. You have 0 harmonics, 2 complementaries, and 4 neutrals. Okay. So that's the way those work. Good, you're unstuck finally. And what that tells me too, because you're in the water period right now. So you're in a 7 personal year. That's a water year. So water and earth are very favorable together. So you're all earth, but you're going through a water cycle. So that should get you unstuck because we know water flows. So you want to kind of go with the flow, and and don't be too stuck on one idea, because I know that can happen, and I know people can really get stuck in their way. And a lot of times with six, 6, you can be kind of dogmatic, and you want things your way because you want them to be done the right way. But just give people that are around you grace, because they all have their way that they like to do things too, and it may not always be the way that you want them to do it. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Um, Let me see what's going on in here. All right. Anybody else? Let me go up and see who else is talking. Oh, we got quite a few people here. Gail, I have to do the ability to do what I have to do. Do I have the ability? Okay, Gail wants to know, does she have the ability to do what she must do? Okay, let's see. So, Gail, you um since you are on the cusp, Gail, let's put you in here. Gail, I'm just going to put your first name in. So when we do this with the first name, your first name in numerology, it represents, it's called your active name. So it's your key name. So we can use it with your key name. It's better if you have like your full name. Um, and it doesn't have to be your full name at birth because I am using a Chaldean system today. But it should at least be the name you go by. So like your first and last name. And that's what will really give me the inkling to know. And just relax today. So I'm peeling my tangerine and I'm just going to eat it on the screen with you guys. Because you guys are family. And I want to thank you guys for being here live with me. If you're here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like on the video, share the video. Let somebody else get in here and get their aspects read. I'm going, put your stuff in. Now, Gail, you're on the cusp, and me and you have spoken about this before. And you're, I know, I think I said you were a Libra, but you told me you were a Virgo. So you're a Virgo master number 22, Gail. Okay. So you're a Virgo master 22. So your key numbers are going to be the 4, 1, and 5. Your best days are always Sundays and Wednesdays by far. Those are the days that you should be doing everything, making all your important plans and meetings and dates and all that. Those are the days that you should go for. And you want to know, let me see, do you have the ability to do what you must do? So let's see. Does Gail have the ability to do what she must do? It's conflicting, Gail. There's some conflict there. So what you no, sorry, I read your wrong one. So you have conflict with what you want to do, what you must do. So what you're able to do, what you must do, there's a little conflict. But I'm only using your first name. So do you want me to put your last name in? I know your last name, so I could put it in. Let me put your last name in. Ooh, you are master number 11, Gail. You're master, Gail. Of course, Gail, you're master number 11 expression. So you definitely have the ability to do what you must do. Let me see. You're life path 9. Mhm. I don't know if I remember that about you. I'm sorry. I have a lot of readings I do. Gail, you're a life path 9. I think I forgot that about you. You know what? All my life path 9s are showing out. It must be our season. Let me make sure I put your birthday in right. All right, Gail. So make sure you're doing everything on those dates, okay? And Gail, we're going to get into more with you tomorrow, so I'm not going to go too far with you. But yes, Gail, you are Earth sign with an air number, and you are in a 5 personal year. And your soul urge is also a 5. So this is a year that you should really be going after what you want, Gail, because your soul urge is a 5 and you're in 5 personal year. So you really should be out there traveling, making connections with others, taking a risk on yourself, dealing with the public in some way, um, promoting your talents, your skills or whatever they may be. That's what you should definitely be doing this year. Also, this is a great career year for you. So you have a cycle where you have 2 career numbers. So I don't know, if you're still working or whatever, if you want to do something that you're trying to start a career, this will be a great year for you to do that if you want to start something new for your career. Because it's a 1 universal year and you're in a 5 personal year. Those are both career numbers. They're both good for career advancement, for new opportunities, for raises, promotions, starting a new business, making a connection with someone, like that's out of state. That's good for you. So let me see. Let me answer your whammy question. Are you able to do what you must do? So yours is interesting, Gail, because you're similar to me with this one. So when I put your let me see if I spelled your last name right. Lowe, right? I don't want to go too far with your thing. So when we put that in, your expression is a number 8 and your life path is a number 9. So what you're able to do and what you must do can have some conflict. But there is some neutral harmony there because it's an adaptive builder energy. Okay. It's adaptive builder energy. So you have a earth expression with a fire life path. Okay. So earth and fire are adaptive builders. Okay. They are slow and passionate about what they want. So there is some conflict there, but if you use stable, passionate discipline to go after what you want, then yes, you are able to do what you must do. Okay. But there is going to be conflict. There's conflict there. Okay. And really what you're able to do, your strengths are you're strategic, you have endurance, and you have great influence. And I know you do because you're a master number 22. And you also you want to align your power with principle. And as far as your life path, the problem is the challenges, and that's why there's conflict, because with your expression and with your life path, with your expression, you can be overworked, you can overwork yourself sometimes. um if you're not living on a high side of that number, there could be question with integrity. So what I would tell you is always keep the highest level of integrity, because 8 is a karmic number and 8 is ruled by Saturn. So when you're not handling things properly, Saturn's going to come back and get you. All right. And the same thing with the number 4. You want to be on the top level of that with that master number 22. You want to execute, and you also want to create order and stability. All right. So what you must do is you must use all your creative, spiritual, artistic gifts to uplift society, the collective. That's what you're here to do. All right. I'm glad you could participate too, John. And I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I want to thank you for being here. And make sure you uh make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then I have Valerie Locker. Okay, Valerie, I don't see you didn't put your birthday in. So let me do just your name aspects for you, because you didn't give me a birthday. That's fine. You don't have to. I'll just use this birthday, and I'm just going to use. So Valerie Locker, if you're still here, we're going to do your wants and your abilities. Are you able to do what you want to do? Okay. Since you only gave your name, I can't talk about your other 2 aspects because I don't have the information. Okay. So for your name, Valerie Locker, overall, what you want to do and what you're able to do are complementary. They're complementary. So your want is a 6. That means you want to be responsible. You want to be devoted. You have a sense of duty to those around you. You're a teacher. You're a nurturer. You want to do these things. You want to be the cosmic parent. You want to make sure everyone's okay. People probably come to you for spiritual aid and guidance, and you should always be there to give that to them as a soul urge 6. What you need to watch with your soul urge is that you're not expecting perfection from everyone, and that those same love and care that you provide for others, you need to provide that for yourself first. You also need to set your boundaries so those around you aren't taking advantage of the care and the spiritual and material aid and advice that you're there to give others. People can really take advantage of that. So it's up to you to set that boundary. Because if you don't set that boundary, you're going to be resentful of that later. Okay. Also, with that 6 as your soul urge, That does come with a lot of stubborn energy and wanting to control things. So make sure you're serving the collective and being that spiritual guide for them without erasing yourself, without crossing your own boundaries, and with, making sure that you're respecting everyone, especially yourself. Now, your ability is a 9. So 6 and 9 do get along. They're part of the artistic trio with 3, 6, and 9. So your strengths with your expression 9 is that you're a humanitarian, you're visionary, and you have courage. You're a leader, and you have a strong opinion. You have a strong opinion about yourself, and you don't often let others change that. The thing is that you need to watch out for is being impatient and being confrontational when it's not really necessary to be, and burnout and being a savior complex. So really, the challenges with your abilities and your musts are kind of the same with that 6 and 9, because both numbers are here to serve the collective. 9 is here to serve the whole universal world. 6 is really more with home, family, and community, but 6 can also transfer into global. So both of your core numbers are an expression of you serving a collective. So you have to keep your boundaries straight, really, with both of those numbers. So they are complementary. They do align. They're very adaptive and are transmutable. So again, that's that stable, passionate, disciplined energy. Okay. Yeah, we all got work to do. Girl, we all got work to do. Don't we all got work to do? I got plenty of work to do too. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm eating my orange and I kind of burped a little. Let me see if anybody's on Instagram talking to us. Cause I'm not really used to being live on Instagram. Peace, occult prophet. I see you're on Instagram watching. I don't know if you're still here. So if anybody on Instagram is watching, drop your name and date of birth for your I'm just gonna do the I am aspect. Okay. So the I'm aspect is your individual frequency and your life path. So does your individuality, your mentality support what you're here to do? Okay? That's what we're asking. You can also come get your key numbers. I'm going to minimize this uh Instagram live because I don't think that thing is computer slow. Okay. So that's because I'll show you. So I'll just put my birthday in so we can do an example. Okay. So when you sign up, so that's what I wanted to talk about. When you sign up for the Cosmic Calendar, the full version, you get the universal energy, you get the personal energy. You also get um you can use the whammy calculator for yourself. And the whammy calculator is very self-explanatory. If you were to come do a reading with me, obviously we would go into more depth, but on a calculator, it's going to give you everything you need to get started, okay? But what I want to also show you is, so see, it'll tell you who the universal day favors. It'll tell you the attraction resonance for the day, for the universal energy, and for your personal energy. So I'm having an 8 personal day today. So I'm attracting people who are born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of the month. Or if they're a Capricorn, or an Aquarius, or in a minor way a Libra. Those are the people that I'm attracting today. Okay. And I wanted to show you guys on the full calculator, you also get the moon guidance. So let me put this big. Put it in, you'll get where the moon is. It'll tell you where the moon is. It's in Taurus right now. It switched over because it was just in Aries yesterday. So we know the moon switches every 2.5 days, and that's super important for those who are number 2 people or number 7 people. You always want to know where the moon's at because that affects your mood greatly. So the moon is in an earth sign today. It's a waxing crescent. So it's telling us to slow down, to nourish and stabilize what matters. Okay. And it'll give you your personal moon guidance in conjunction with your sign and your number. So I'm a Leo. So the moon is square oath. pressure for growth, simplify and hold my boundaries and do what's essential. And that's what I'm doing. I'm up here interacting with the family. Okay. And this is pressure for me. I haven't been live in a while. So this is going to help me grow. So these are the types of things that we do and that you can be offered. And you only have to pay $5 a month for this. And then it'll tell you Moon and Taurus. So who's that going to favor? It's going to favor anybody that's a Taurus or anybody with six energy. So like John, he's got that six energy. I think Valerie had a six um, soul urge. So that's going to be good for people that's born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th. Okay. And it's telling me my birthday is a 2. So the resonant energy is lighter for me today. Okay. And then, of course, down here is where you get your aspects. You get the full calculator. This is only $5 a month, you guys. Okay. So you get this for $5 a month. And let me tell you real quick what that also comes with. Okay. So that also comes with the ability to meet with me once a month where you don't have to pay anything extra. If you have a subscription to the Cosmic Calendar, you get a meeting with me once a month. We just started it this month. So tomorrow is our first meeting. So even if you were to join today, you would be able to come to the meeting tomorrow. Everyone that comes and joins the Cosmic Calendar and comes to the meetings gets a special gift for their first time when they come to the meeting. So I'll have a special gift for those tomorrow who will be at our meeting tomorrow at 2. Um, so you get to do that. And when we meet, what I'm going to be doing in these classes, and they're like, they're like sessions. So I'm going to be really teaching you how to really handle this stuff, right? How do you actually deal with this energy? How do you actually benefit from it? How can you benefit from the energy? So that's what we're going to be talking about in the class. Now, if you're not a part of the Cosmic Calendar subscription on the website and you want to attend the class, you may do so by it's $20 for the class. So it's $20 a month for the class if you're not a part of the Cosmic Calendar. But if you're part of the Cosmic Calendar, it's pretty much free because you're only paying $5 a month for the class. And you're getting a plethora of knowledge and information, and you're getting energy exchange with like-minded people. You're going to be learning about how to do things, and we're going to be testing some things out with you guys too. So I'm planning on having a lot of fun with the class and fun with the people that join. And really, you guys are going to get a little bit of homework. Don't think it's just no free class. You know, I'm a spiritual teacher, so I got spiritual homework to go home with because I need you to report back to let me know, if how things went. So you can cash at me at BTV79 if you want to join the class. It's $20. You can do so, but you will receive that special gift for that. And then if you don't want to join the next few months, you don't have to. It's up to you. But if you're part of the Cosmic Calendar subscription, $5 a month on my site, you get to join for free. I'm doing this for you guys for free because you guys were, you're joining the calendar, you come here, you put your information in, and you're getting your aspects, and you're getting what your universal and personal energy is for the day. And that's at the end of the day what I want us to all have, access and ability to know our personal energy. Okay. Let me get back to comments. Let me take this down because I think some more people put their birthdays in. I am excited too, Quintella. I really am. Like I've been waiting for it, and I have some cool stuff planned for you guys. And of course, you guys are all going to get your free gift. And we're going to have a great time. I'm very excited to hear about all of you guys and what's been going on and your experiences. And I really have a lot in store for the first class, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So let's get Denise. So Denise put her information in. Denise is a Gemini 9. She has the same birthday as my brother. So she is an air sign with a fire number. She is one of the most favorable combinations that you can have. That's a favorable combination. I call that you know, it's like energetic combustion, that air and fire. All right. So she's a Gemini 9. So her key numbers are always going to be the 9, the 5, and the 6. Okay. and your key days are going to be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. All right. And yeah, you don't, you don't take you're very confident in your own opinion. I'll say that. You're the master of your ship. With the nines, they're very artistic. Nines, they're like the number of brotherly love in the way that they love and they want to give and they want to serve, but oftentimes they feel underappreciated because that doesn't come back to them. Okay. So what I want to explain to you as being a nine is okay. So let's take it back to the basics, right? The universal laws, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. We look at the nine in the universe. What does the nine do when somebody when the nine when a number is added to nine, the nine gives everything back to the number, increasing it to its higher level, to its higher octave. The nine gives it love and gives everything back to it, and it takes nothing from the number. You see? So that's how you nines have to operate. You can't expect stuff back from people. That's not the way nine is. Nine has to give, and they got to give from their heart, and they got to give knowing that they're not going to get it back. And you got to be happy with that. This is your life. You're a nine. Okay? You're here to raise the universal collective. You're here to show others. You are the example. You have all the numbers from 1 to 8 inside of you. So you're the example to show others, how they should be really operating. So you always should be living on the top side of your nine. Okay. So let me get to the individual frequency page. Okay. Because um, we're going to use the other calculator that's free on here. Since a lot of people aren't putting their full name in, I just want to, we're just going to do the IM aspect. So let me put this on the screen. And I'll stay here for a little while longer. I'm having a good time. I love doing live, and I'll do this more often because I really do love doing a live show. I love interacting people. So this is what we're going to be looking at today. We're just going to be. So I think I should have did this easier. We're all learning, right? No one's perfect. You number sixes, no one's perfect. So we're going to just be doing the I'm. I am. I am. Right? I'm stands for I am. Does my individuality align with what I must do? So these are what we're going to be looking at. So let's put Denise in. 1 second. I got 5 things going on. Let me put Denise's name in. Denise. I got a bestie named Denise. That's my girl. She's an Aquarius. She's an Aquarius 1 too. So that's really interesting because I'm a Leo. And Leos and Aquarians are already attracted to each other. And then she's an Aquarius 1, and I'm a Leo, and 1 is represented by the zodiac Leo. So we have a very, very loving relationship. Let's look you up, Denise. I'm coming. I'm just rambling on. All right. So we're looking at just your timing. So I'm going to put you up on a screen, dear, so you can see yourself what I'm doing. Um, that's why this thing's moving slow, because I still got this thing on the screen. Hold on, let me take this down. Let me take that banner down so you can see it. All right. So your aspect is answering a question. Does your individuality align with what you must do? Okay. So I put your birthday in wrong. Hold on. I knew something was wrong. I put 25. Hold on. 27. All right. Wow. Ma'am. First of all, let me get back on the screen so I can talk to Denise. Ma'am. Miss Denise. Honey, you are a 9 all the way through, baby girl. So I know that you feel what I was just talking about. I know you feel that. You are a universal humanitarian through and through. Your individual frequency is a 9. Your life path is a 9. Okay. So it's the double fire energy. Okay. So that's purposeful drive. I call that purposeful drive. All right. When you have double fire energy, it's very intense. All right. It's fire. It's Mars and Mars. It's masculine energy. Your strengths are humanitarianism, altruism. So you're very altruistic, very good, and you're very courageous. You're drama artistic because us nines, I'm drama artistic. I call it drama. Plus, you're an artist and you love drama. You're drama artistic. Okay, so that's the energy of the nine. You are here to serve humanity and release any um ill will and ill spirit. Release it. Because also with that nine, you are here to master releasing, master ending things, master letting go of things. Okay, that's what you're here to do. All right. And that's what your individuality calls for. All right. So it's very, it's harmonic. Your your I aspect is harmonic. So yes, it's amplified energy, it's intensified direct energy, and you have purpose. Release is a problem for you. Yeah, baby girl, that's what you're here to learn. So you are here to learn that. So you are definitely a person who would benefit from signing up either to take the class tomorrow, to sign up for that so we can get into it more in the class where it's a private setting. It'll just be us with others in the class together. We won't be live or anything like that. And we're really going to get into it because it's tough. And depending on what your other aspects are, it could be a reason why you have a problem releasing. But you got to learn to let go because nines don't hold on to anything. When you look at nine in nature, nine is the all giving. Okay. It's the all giving. And I know that you don't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that either because I'm a life path nine. And it's hard because we are here to serve humanity. Like literally, we are here for the universal streets. Like that's what nines are here for. So there's a lot of times where I'm doing stuff for people. Um, and I just take things with a grain of salt. I can't I can't make other people do the things that I do. Okay. And that's what numerology is about. It's about learning who you are. It's about knowing thyself. And it's also about knowing others. Because once you know thyself, now you have the ability to know others. Now you can see where their energy lies and why they can't do some of the things that you can do. Everyone's different and we all have our special gift. So if you have a problem with releasing and letting things go, you would benefit from the course, from the class. I don't even want to call it's not a course. It's just a session of me being a life path nine, uplifting you, the collective. And you having that double nine energy, you're here today for a reason. You're here for a reason today. You have a problem releasing things and letting go. And that's all your life's been about, I bet. So I bet that you might have had a lot of conflict and a lot of um, confrontations and conflicting things going on. But you got to learn to let go. And another thing with the nine, you got to be you're the bigger frequency. You're the bigger frequency. At the end of the day, you dictate how you're going to interact with the rest of the frequencies because you're the one that they're adding into. You're giving everything back to them. But when you give it back to them, make sure you give it to them with love and not bitterness. Okay. Because when you do that, you may not feel like it's a reward to you in that moment, but the universe will reward you. Okay. Trust me. All right. Good. Let's see what Quintella's saying. You got me over here thinking about my daughter who's a life path nine and the things that I need to do to support her with her nine energy, and just listening to you sounds hard for me to accept for her. But listen, if she's a life path 9, trust me, she's equipped. Because one thing about the higher frequencies, and I'll usually a lot of people say this with the master numbers, but it can be with any of the maturity numbers. So like the 7, the 4, the 7, the 8, the 9, the master 11, the master 22. Those are old soul frequencies. So we have the ability, she has the ability to do these things. But yes, as her mom, you gotta guide her because it's going to be tough on her. She's going to have friendships where people are trying to take advantage of her. So with 9 energy, you do have to set boundaries, guys. Because even though you're here for the universal streets, you still have to be here so you can be here for them streets. So we have to look out for ourselves first. Make sure you're good. And when you're giving, make sure it's what you can afford to lose. This is the mindset with the 9. If you can afford to lose it, then it ain't yours anyway. Nothing is yours as a 9 anyway. Nothing's ours. It's not ours. We're just here to facilitate it. We're here to infuse it with humanitarianism, love, a little bit of drama artisticness, right? Spirituality. We're here to infuse those things. And then guess what? Nothing really gets taken from us, guys. I know you might feel like you're depleted from that, but it's not really being taken from you. It's not being taken from you because the universe is going to give it back to you. It's going to continue to fill your cup because it knows that you're the 9 and that you have to give to others. So the more you freely do that, the universe will reward you back. Oh, oh, she's really an old soul. She's really an old soul. And if she's an 11 years old, her 11th birthday is going to be super important. It's going to be super significant for her. Already witnessed other kids trying to take advantage of her kindness. Yep. And they will do that. So just teach her. You teach her, and she's going to be kind because she's a sweet spirit. She's going to be a kind spirit. But with those 9s and those 11s, she don't take orders that well, probably. So, well, when she gets older, see, when they're kids, I don't say a lot of that because they're still kids and they're still grown, but they can still show those attributes. And you just want to hone in on them. You want to hone in on them, and you want to make sure that you're doing things for your child to keep them on the positive side. And that's very interesting that you're saying that because I do have natal numeralytics on the site, and I've helped mothers before. So I've helped several people. I've helped mother that the child wasn't born yet. I helped her come up with the name for the child according to what his due date was, and then we tweak things according to when he actually came because babies come when they want to come. They don't care about no due date. So I helped her with that and what her baby's name. I've helped another parent. She has 3 kids, and they're quite young. One of them's like around 11 or 12, but the other ones are quite younger. Um, and I gave her insight because one of them's really like wild, and she's a 9, right? But she's really like wild and like out there. Like when the 9s too growing up, 9s have a rough start growing up. So even though she's a life path 9, it's going to be rough on her growing up. Okay. But once she gets to like about her 18th birthday, she'll be feeling a little better. She'll be feeling a little stronger. She'll be able to say no. She'll be able to know the difference of what she can afford to lose. Okay. Yeah, what she can afford to lose. And I bet you, yeah, I know she don't. And we go back and forth a lot. And she thinks she's my mom. Of course, but you know what? She is. And she is your mom because even with my daughter, I say that. I look at, would you think you're my mom? But they are because they're here to teach us. Our kids come for a reason. They pick us and they're here to teach us something, just like we're here to guide them and teach them things. Okay. So that's what this is all about. And thank you, Denise, for signing up. Trust me, it's the best $5 a month you'll ever spend because it gives you access to the full cosmic calendar. You can come on there and put as many things in as you want, many names. You can put as much in as you want. You can put different people in to get different energy. You can just go there every day to say, where's the moon at today? And how's that affecting me today? So these are the things and the tools that I have come up with for the family. You know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to be good. I want us to all have the tools we need and be aware of our strengths and aware of our weaknesses so we can strengthen them. We can't strengthen ourselves if we don't know where the weaknesses lie. So that's what this is all about. It's about understanding that. Let me check in with these Instagram people because I'll be like acting like they ain't even on here. They might not be on here no more. I don't know. Because I think Instagram stops after an hour. Y'all still there on Instagram? I don't know. It looks frozen. I don't know if they're there or not. But it make me not freeze as much. I don't want to discard it. Discard live, cancel. Family. Kind of end that live on Instagram because I think that's enough over there. I plan on using the site and my job search to help guide me. Yes. Use the site to help guide you. Denise, if you sign up today, let me know. Well, I'll see it. And if you do, can you join the class tomorrow? Class is tomorrow at 2:00. Let me know. Can you join? And I'll send you the link. Yeah, I want Instagram to be disconnected. I want it to be disconnected. It's like telling me your Instagram's disconnected. I know I disconnected it. I'm trying to get it out of here so I can stop freezing on the screen. I tried to do all this on here, but I think it went pretty well. And I think the next time we do a live with the readings, I will be a little bit more prepared. But you know what? I want to show you guys this too, since we're all here. And I'll wait to get Denise's answer about if she can join us tomorrow. We have a very good intimate group that we are meeting with tomorrow. So I'm very excited. I cannot wait to meet with you guys and just get your input, get your feedback, get you on the right track, get an understanding of the things that you're worried about, the things that you need answers about. I'm going to be here to help you. Great, Denise. So you joined. Um, if you joined, I should be able to see your email, but if for some reason um I don't see it, I want you to, I'm gonna put this in the chat. This is my text line. Text me your email address, Denise, and say this is Denise and this is my email. Okay. Text me that so I can make sure I get you the link for tomorrow. Okay, because I don't want you to miss it. And then let me stop sharing this screen. Hold on, y'all. Let me stop that screen. All right. This is what we're going to do because I want to show y'all something. Because I want to show y'all how what I'm talking about is not just gibberish. And we are all connected. And I want to show something because this is a part of my research. And it's going to be a part of what I'm going to be sharing in my book. So peep this, guys. All right, I got to share the screen again one more time. Share. Right. As soon as that comes up. All right, so I want you guys to look at this screen. Let me add it to the stage. Let me get my big head down. And then let me collapse this ribbon. Hold on. I know it looks crazy right now, but you're going to see what it is in a minute. Let me collapse the ribbon. So this, you guys, this is all of us. This is everybody that's in the whole entire world. And look what it looks like. It looks like steps and it's a pyramid. So when I turn it on its side, I didn't go over as well as I wanted to go over, but we're going to get it there. Now, when I turn that on its side, so this is all of our birth dates, guys. This is my personal energy factor in the first column. And then in the second column are all of the birth dates that are associated with the personal energy factors 1 through 9. Okay. Look at this pyramid. This is us, family. Pyramids in Egypt. And when you look all over the world, and when these architectures and all these people are going all over the world, and all they find are all these pyramids everywhere, this is us. We are the pyramid. This is all of our birthdays for everyone that exists in the world. Do you see how special you are now? That all right. Uh-oh, Zoom's trying to open. Why is Zoom opening? That's why I don't have no mic. Hold on, guys. I don't know why Zoom would even be trying to open. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna stop sharing this screen. Stop sharing. Can you guys hear me? I think you can now. My mic went out. Zoom started opening. Now I was on a Zoom call last night with the tribe meeting, but I'm not on Zoom now. So why is Zoom just busting out? I tell you, this Mercury ain't fully done. This shadow period is something else. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. So I wanted to show y'all that because when I was doing, I'm doing my research for my book and I'm putting things together in different sheets together and like what do they call them? Like quick reference guides and stuff. So when I did the personal energy factor and I put them out on a sheet like that, when I saw that pattern of a pyramid, man, that was just confirmation for me that everything with this is on point. Not that I never had a doubt, but it just lets us know that we're all connected. We're all a part of the same collective, the same one universal mind. All right. So we have to be here to help each other. And that's what we're going to be doing through the class tomorrow. So I wanted to just get up here and make sure that I talk to the family and make sure that you guys know everything that I have going on. Also, real quick, I'm just going to go over and show you guys. Don't forget that we got the birthday cards, the astro numerology birthday cards. And when you go to the website and you look at the birthday card tab, if you're having trouble picking the correct birthday card, text my moon line or just like email me, DM me. Like y'all have my information. I'm not hard to find. My name is at Numeralytics everywhere. You can even go on one of the old videos and say, Queen, I'm trying to get you. And I'll be like, hey, what's up? Because I look at my comments and stuff. I'm not like one of these people who ignore people on their comments or whatever the case, whatever weird stuff people do. I don't do that. So make sure you guys, Aries season's coming. Okay. Not it's coming. We're in Aries season. Okay. These are Aries birthday cards. We got our Taurus. Okay. So we got Taurus, Gemini, and Aquarius. So make sure you guys go. Oop, that one fell. I'll pick it up in a minute. So make sure you guys go get your astronumerology birthday cards for your loved ones. Um, Trust me, everyone that's received one of these cards is like totally in love with it. You can also get a cosmic cub to go with the card if you want that. If you don't see the cosmic cub birthday that you're looking for, just DM me. I don't have all of the cosmic cub birthdays up there, I just have like a select few just to show people, and if they want one, we can even customize it. So if you want something custom with the person's name on it, I can do that as well. So that's why I didn't kind of put them all up there because I kind of want those to be a little bit more of a custom thing. And if I put them all up there, people might not know that they can customize it. So I want to really just thank everybody before we close out. Um, I really do appreciate you all. I love you all. And, there's a lot that we can all learn. We all have a lot to go. The world is in a very fragile state right now. So the best thing that we can all do is get in tune with our higher self, and get in tune with our own spirit. Okay. And once you do that, that will help you to navigate the things that you have to navigate in life. It'll help you with your relationships. It'll help you with your job searches. It will help you with everything. And I'm here to help you and guide you. So, feel free to join up for the Cosmic Full Calendar. Whoever's on there is going to be a part of the class. Don't forget that we have the fashionfrequencylab.com where you can go buy your frequency, which I don't have them all up there, but I have a lot of cool stuff up there. So I have frequency number 1 and 2 right now. I'm working on some of the other designs to get them up there, but I also have like my Queens Up shirt. So it's like high vibration phrases, high frequency fashion. So Queens Up, or we have our royalty rules, which is royalty respects, uplifts, loves, and empowers. And we have Kings Up, and we have some other cool stuff, peace, love, and happiness, and all that kind of stuff up there. So you can visit fashionfrequencylab.com if you want to get some merch, some t-shirts for the summer. I am on IG, TikTok, and of course YouTube at Numeralytics, and my moon line is 302-492-7722. That is a text line. Please feel free to text me any time of the day. I'm a night owl, so normally I'm up at night. But if it's too late and I'm up, I probably won't answer, but I'll answer you the next day. And you can always please visit the site every day, numeralytics.net. Go look up your friends. You can look up your friends individual frequency in their life path. All you need is their date of birth. You don't need their name. You can just pop any name in that one because it's not going to spit the name stuff out for you there anyway. But if you're a part of the Cosmic Calendar subscription, you get the full gamut. So you can look at it as many times as you want. You can put as many people's names in it as you want. And it's going to give you a good head start on how to deal with energy, how to handle the energy, how to know thyself. Okay, that's the motto of the ancients, know thyself. That's what astronumerology is for. It's a science. I call it a mega science, and it's here for us to know ourselves. Okay, and like I said, the way that I deal with it from a scientific and spiritual aspect. That's the way that I deal with things. Okay. So I'm always going to try to give you the best of what I can do. I hope everything was helpful. I think everybody said that it was. So I'm happy to hear that. But again, Numeralytics, we are the home of the numerology aspects. So make sure you hit us up on our website to visit everything that we have. And before we go, I just want to just give a shout out to a few people. I want to give a shout out to now is this my right thing for Nick? Because I know they're having a class actually right now. So this is every other Saturday with Nick and Rue, the unread book review. I think they actually have a show going on right now. So I might pop over there for a minute after I get off of here and say hi to them. And then we have Kanaya Shasu. She's also an astronumerologist who deals with the sound healing aspects of astronumerology. So that's very cool because these numbers do a lot, guys. Numbers do a lot. And when my book comes out, you guys, I hope you guys all support it and read it because it's going to let you know how much things numbers do. Numbers represent, musical notes, colors and numbers. So very, very, very cool stuff. Then, of course, we can't forget about the Knowledge is Love tribe. We had a tribe meeting last night. This is Big E Astrology and his tribe. E is also running a class on astrology, which I don't have the graphic on here to show you. But it is posted in my community section on YouTube. So make sure you go over there and sign up for Big E's astrology class. He is a brilliant astrologist who I respect very much. And then we have Portia Cooper. She is also an astronumerologist. She wants you to get in alignment. She has divine alignment candles and journals. I'm sure she will still honor the 20% off, but I got to ask her, about that. So get me a new flyer so make sure that we're giving her correct information out. But if you go there and tell her the code is Queen Bee, I am certain that she'll give you 20% off for your candle or your journal. Okay. And then, of course, my journals are the fire, water, air, and earth sign reflection journals. B, balancing your elemental energy. You know, this is Queen Bee. So that's what we do around here. We balance esoteric and elemental energy. All right. And then, of course, I just showed you some of the birthday cards in person, but then here's a photo of them. These are the cards. We have a few up there. And then that's what the Cosmic Cub looks like. And we can really, customize that and put your person's name on there for you if you want them to have that. All right. And of course, we still have our roadmaps. It's just March. So the new year is just beginning. So, like I said, March is ending that cusp period from the 9 universal year. So the 1 universal year is really popping off this month, starting after yesterday, after that equinox. Okay. The sun is on a climb and it's on its way to reach its highest maximum peak. Okay. So a lot of different things that are going on. And of course, everything happens at numeralytics.net, where I am your spiritual energy alignment specialist, helping you to navigate the seas of the cosmos to help you align, awaken, and ascend. Numeralytics, we're the AAA for your soul's journey. You know that. You know that. All right, guys, I love you. I really, really, really love you guys. Everyone that checked in today. I know it's a little rough. I'm getting over a cold, so but we did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. So I'm very happy that we did it. And I'm happy that you were here to share with me. And I want you to share the channel with people. Go back and look at some of the old videos, put some likes on them, make a comment in there just to get that algorithm going. Trying to get up to 500 subscribers. I'm around 430 something subscribers. So we're going to do incremental goals. So we're at 430. So our goal is to get to 500 right now. So you guys are my people. You're my collective. You're my universal supreme. And we are the universal supreme. So I need your help to help me get to those 500 subscribers. So make sure you like, comment, share the video, and tell your friends to subscribe. And follow me on TikTok and IG and all of those wonderful platforms. And I look forward to our class tomorrow. If you want to sign up for the class tomorrow, DM me on Instagram, or you can just cash app the $20 with your email address to BTV79, or you can send me an email at Melinda at what is it? Melinda at numeralytics.net. I think that's my email address. Yeah, let's see. Let's make sure if that's my email address. That's a shame. Well, I don't email myself, so I forget what it is. Yeah. It's Melinda at numeralytics.net. That's pretty simple. It's just my name. That's the mucus on my brain right now talking. So, all right, that's it. That's all I have. I don't have any other closing statements. I want to thank you again. See you tomorrow. Yep, thank you. I am going to get some rest, and I cannot wait to meet with the family tomorrow, and we're going to have a great time. And again, if you're coming to the class tomorrow, you need to bring with you an open mind, an open heart, a calendar. I would prefer like one of those small personal ones that you can put in your bag, or keep in your, on your personal. You can use your phone, but I would prefer not to use a digital thing for this. I would prefer to use something that's tangible that you can write on. Okay. Because with numerology, guys, numerology, you got to write stuff down. Like with numerology, like I write a lot. I have probably several. I won't even name the number of notebooks that I have with just different numerology in them. I do need to kind of condense them to one thing, but it's a lot of writing. So bring a notepad, um, and bring a notepad and bring your personal calendar. And I'm also going to have a free gift for you. And I'm also going to give you something extra that you can take home to you know keep track of everything that we're talking about in the class. So I love you guys. I hope everyone's having a great day. Don't forget, it's a 7 universal day. So this energy is good for those that are Cancer or Pisces, or those that are born on the 2nd, the 7th, the 11th, the 16th, the 16th, the 20th, the 25th, or the 29th of any month. Any month. This is a good day for you. Okay. It's a good day for you. So take advantage of that. All right. Peace, love, and light to everybody. And I think you guys are all fantastic people and you're wonderful. So thank you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, love, and kings and queens up to the nation.